Salutations and welcome once again to another thing where I state my thoughts from my head that are probably taboo and forbidden in 48 states. Sorry, my mouth is dry. For some reason, my mouth always gets stage fright whenever I'm about to do something. Probably because I'm about to shove my foot in it and my mouth knows it. So, my thoughts today was on prostitution. And I think prostitution should be legal. And here are my thoughts on why, how come, so on and so on. My co-host and aka bitch today is Jennifer.
Hi.
That's my bitch.
I am not your bitch.
Not
I am
really.
the bitch.
Thank you.
But she is bitching.
Cycles. But go on. You were
I said
talking about
bitching.
selling yourself for money.
What?
You could sell me for money.
Well, I guess I could sell myself, but then it's a matter of, okay, today's first question. If you were to sell yourself, aka hooking, what would you go for? Now realize the economy is rough this time, so maybe do a little charity work and some pro bono. So. No, we're not bringing out that. Okay, good. So here's my thoughts. One, I think prostitution should be legal. Now I know the counter argument to that would be it's amoral because of biblical scripture stating that, one man, one woman, and it defiles the natural laws, which isn't so natural about marriage, because marriage is an institution. I'm not saying that it's wrong, and that by all means being monogamous is a beautiful thing if you can find the person that you're willing to spend the rest of your life with. Not knocking that in any way, shape, or form. But that's not for all people.
Hey, polyamory.
She's painting her nails, I can't. But, okay, anyway. Now, my counter-argument to this point would be if a person is going to cheat, they're going to cheat, prostitution being legal or not. For example, I know several married men that have gone on the internet and propositioned me. And let's face it, if I was really interested, I would be like, oh yeah, internet prostitution. Or internet just getting jiggy with someone else that happens to have a significant other. Luckily, I'm not a big fan of bumping fingers on the keyboard. Yes, I get finger bangs all the time on the keyboard. It just really irritates them. No Hanada moments. Anyway, keep on getting distracted here. Why prostitution should be legal? Okay. Then there's the whole thing of, well, I don't want, when I'm walking my child to school or whatever, to see some woman in the middle of winter, with a miniskirt. And I totally agree. That's why all prostitution would be moved indoors to, let's say, hotels with age limits. Must be 18 or older. The first floor of the said hotel,
Brothel.
we'll go with, okay, it's a brothel, it's true, would be a, let's say a novelty sex shop. It would be a great place to set up, a nice little porn shop and toy shop. Also, all rooms would be cleaned after every session with a customer. There would no longer be pimp violence on prostitutes, because if my CEO ends up slapping me upside the head, I'm suing. And that's exactly what pimps would become. They would pretty much, you wouldn't deal with a pimp, you'd deal with a boardroom. All girls would be regularly screened and checked, probably weekly, or bi-weekly or monthly, at the very minimum monthly, for STDs. The hotel would be monitored with cameras, so even in the hotel rooms, well, then that could be evasion of privacy. I'm still working on that part. Excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. was looking at myself. Don't you dare take me away. Yeah. So if a man's married, if he's going to cheat, he's going to cheat. If prostitution is legal or not, he's going to find some way to do it. And if anything, if you're going with a prostitute, at least you're paying for something that's not a crack hole. So we now got prostitutes off the street. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to, of course, tax prostitution pretty heavily. There's definitely got to be a sin tax for prostitution, especially if it's a sin. But that's, once again, a religious rebuttal statement. Oh yeah, I've given hookers health care. I've now taken away these women that would have been being beaten, and I've now made it so that they have legal rights to sue. Oh, right. What's the next counter argument or statement? Oh yeah, it's degrading to women. Well, if it was degrading to women, no, I can't say that they wouldn't be doing it, because sometimes things are degrading and you still end up doing it. But at least they're not no longer getting slapped. And, they're not being pulled into prison, which, by the way, let's face it, jail cells, let's use them for something like, I don't know, some racing out of control and selling drugs to 6th graders and whatnot. But I think that the tax that I would use on prostitution would go towards education, which therefore could help prevent girls from becoming prostitutes in the first place. Not guaranteeing anything, but still. God, that's really long-winded. I thought this was going to be much shorter. Did I miss any points, Jennifer?
Not that I can think of. I would imagine that the prostitution lobby would be very popular with Congress. They could most definitely bribe better than anyone else.
Well, there's still the stigma if they got caught, though, because you didn't.
But they're legal, so technically,
it is legal.
So it wouldn't be cheating if it is legal.
No, it's still cheating because it's a defacement of God and marriage and the sanctity of such.
Well, but you should check that out with God. Everyone preps the Bible, but no one actually goes to the man himself. Let's go and ask him. I'm sure he gets his groove on every now and then.
Lord,
with Ishtar or
who art
someone
in
else.
heaven, hallowed be thy pipe, bowl. Hallowed be thy. Damn.
At this point, you get the answer machine. Sorry, out getting laid. How's that for irony? Click.
No.
Come on, you know that's what you. It's God.
God
He's
doesn't
prepared.
get laid. He knocks up women by pointing his finger and saying, "You're pregnant now."
That ain't a finger.
Okay. Our mortal perception saw it as a finger. I'm not.
No one saw it. But anyway.
Well, I'm stopping this video before I
You're
run over and.
You're the one who brought me in on it. Let's see what you people think.
Okay. Well, I'm signing off, and I was trying to make this a serious conversation, but it just didn't quite work out that way.
You make good points.
Okay, so this Ariana signing off and saying make sure you buy your prostitute or hooker top shelf, because if you catch something and it smells fishy, throw it back. And remember, only you can prevent forest fires, and wear condoms. And remember, kids, don't litter your condoms. Give a hoot. Don't pollute. And if you're giving a hoot, tug on them twice, because women seem to sometimes like that. Okay.